Hi there, Scott ROCKFILE back with another podcast review. Going to be talking about spending a weekend in the Diablo 4 open beta. Not really a video game reviewer, but I've played all my life, from Pong to Missile Command to, all those back in the day kind of things. Atari, Nintendo, you name it. Still play today as an adult. I like video games. Diablo is one of my all-time favorites. 1997 when the first one came out. Made sure my computer could run it. Spent many, many, many hours in it. Made a friend in Canada who now lives in the United States. We've been friends since then. Never met in person, though. Diablo 2 came along. Same thing. Diablo 3 came along. Here, a decade later, we're still playing Diablo 3. That's how good the game is. How Blizzard does an amazing job of balancing, keeping you going, that addictive loot, all that stuff. All the things that make Diablo great have been evolved over time. So I've been playing back through 2 and 3 this past year to get ready for 4 coming out. And I joined the open beta with fingers crossed. If it was just more of Diablo 3 with better graphics, I would have been happy. It turns out it's a lot deeper than that. My short review is, if you think you might like Diablo 4, you like 1, 2, and 3, go ahead and pre-order it. It's worth it. Played a lot more over the weekend than I planned to play. I just had some time. I got my Sorcerer up to 21st level. Of the 5 classes, I tried 3 of them over the weekend. I got the Sorcerer up to 21st level. If you get one of your characters up to 20th, you got a wolf pack when the game released. I played a Barbarian up to 16th level, and I got a Druid over 10th level. There are unlocks when the characters get to 10th, 15th, and 20th level, things that unlock that are unique for the characters. The Barbarian gets expertise in certain swords and things. The Sorcerer gets better spells and unlocking his whole arsenal. The Druid can turn into a werebear and a werewolf, and these are just normal attacks that don't take mana and stuff. When I first played the first few hours, it felt like Diablo 3 with better graphics. Everything's smoother, looks more real. It is a beautiful looking game. Playing on a PS4 Pro. Should have played on my computer, but I didn't. Big 65-inch screen. It's hard not to sit on the couch and play a game there. So that was great. But as the game progressed, I went, oh, this is deeper. How it handles potions, how it handles experience, how it handles unlocking things. All has been reworked different, deeper. The world is bigger. The conversations are deeper. The things you have to go do are different and varied. Played a lot of this game. Got to some of the end points in Act 1. Didn't finish. It gets pretty difficult by the end of Act 1. But overall, I got to say, with all the hours spent, I'm someone who doesn't like to pay full price for a game unless I have to have it the day it comes out. I'd rather buy it later on sale. This is a game I probably have to have when it comes out. Blizzard has already tested the thing to, it is smooth. Gameplay is buttery smooth. It's got that addictive Diablo quality. You just want to play a little bit more. You just want to go up another level, get some more gold, get another weapon, that kind of thing. The fact that you can upgrade your weapons and stuff differently, you can enchant things, you can slot gems into them. They've just taken everything you loved about the first 3 Diablo games and made them all deeper. And it still moves as quick, it's as smooth, it's as easy to play, it's as easy to navigate the controls, all that stuff. Diablo is supposed to be easy, sit down, back in the PC days, grab the mouse, go on a dungeon crawler, click, 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 all night long. With the controllers, it's just as easy. Move the joystick, click, 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 all night long. So they've kept the gameplay that kind of addictive quality that only Blizzard really has. I've got no complaints. I'm not going to get into great spoilers because honestly, when the game comes out in June, they're going to change some things. They're going to adjust some things. But to get into specifics, each of these characters plays differently. They're all strong in their own ways. The Sorcerer is kind of in the backfield kind of guy. The Druid and the Barbarians are more tanks to be up in the front. But I had no problems getting the Sorcerer up to 21. I played on the 2 difficulty levels that we could choose from, 1 and 2, which are tiers now. There's 4 tiers of difficulty levels. It kind of changes the whole game for you. Tier 1 was fairly easy, but still a good challenge. Tier 2 ramped up the challenge quite a bit. They hadn't unlocked 3 and 4, so I have no idea. Couldn't play Nightmare Mode or any of that stuff, and I'm not the biggest fan of that until I'm completely well-versed in a game that I want to play it over and over and over and over. And Diablo is one of those games. As you know, it's randomly generated cities, randomly generated dungeons, land, that kind of stuff. So as playing as the three characters going back into dungeons, some of them do maintain a similar layout because they're story-related. Others do not. It was interesting to see which did and which didn't. Some of them were very much almost exactly the same. Some were just slightly different. Some were very different. Again, I played as a barbarian, a sorcerer, and a druid. I like the druid gameplay. Turning into a werebear was pretty powerful. Turning into a werewolf was pretty cool. The barbarian is a tank. Great two-handed weapons. A lot of stuff. And the sorcerer was a lot of fun. A lot of fun with those area of effect spells. I don't usually play the sorcerer characters very much in anything role-playing or Dungeons & Dragons because they're a little weaker than the stronger characters. I'm usually a paladin or a fighter or a druid, something like that, or even a ranger. But got to say, all in all, the balance was there already. This was the second beta test, and I gave it high marks. I really would pay full price for that game and will. Now, should you buy one of the more expensive editions? Well, they seem to add multiplayer stuff more than anything. And if you're going to be playing this multiplayer or tier up quicker, and that's your jam, then maybe you should buy that. But for me, I didn't see much in these add-ons. I'm used to buy the Diablo set that came with all the stuff, like the art book and the zip drive, the flash drive that was in the skull and that kind of thing. So these digital extras don't do a whole lot for me. But maybe for you. If you're going to play online, you might want that stuff. Diablo 4, man, it's going to be great. I can't wait. It's already in a great state of play. I'd buy it right now. Can't wait to see what they do in June. Thank you, Blizzard, making me happy as a Diablo fan. Scott Hamilton, I'm ROCKFILE. It's another quick podcast review. Thanks for taking time out of your day, really, to listen to me talk. Appreciate it, really. Have a spectacular day, and thank you for listening.